business, global management and marketing. The undergrad was awesome for building knowledge around sport management, but then starting a charity, doing that master's was actually vital to how Tamai's been built. Tamai Sports is all about removing the barriers for children who otherwise would not be able to play sports. It's nice to be able to provide some impact in a community. Obviously I'm biased, but sport does have the power to change the world and put a smile on anyone's face.
I'm a senior ranger here in Aoraki Mount Cook National Park. When I was at Lincoln, I studied a Masters of Applied Science. Getting to go out into the field and put my skills into practice really helped to set me up with the confidence and hands-on skills that I was looking for. I love the purpose that I'm working for. I feel really fortunate to be in this position where I can have some impact on what the future of this national park looks like.
All right, Bridget, this is another time the team's back here after having a really awesome finish to the season last year. What sort of lessons or reminders did you give to the team before coming here tonight?
We just want them to enjoy it. There's a lot of Year 13s on this team, but they have been here before. But that doesn't mean anything actually right now. This Lincoln team is good, and they've got a point to prove and try and beat us. So.
No, it is people always say it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. So you have knocked them off once and twice, but if you do beat them 3 times in a row, then you're like, well, we deserve to be the champs here. So you never know. Tyler, your son, obviously he's one of the Year 13 players, MVP last year. What sort of difference do you expect to sort of see from him this year after he's been there, performed really well, and now he's got a slightly different cast of teammates with him?
Yeah, he brings lots of confidence, and I think when he plays well, the whole team plays well, but he's a good distributor of the ball, and everyone knows their role on the team. Yeah, so it's a nice team feel.
Awesome, well thank you so much. We're hoping for an exciting game. You're possibly not so much, but all the best for the game. Thank you.
Good stuff, James. So Cowles Stadium is about 6:40 to go before the start of this one, and James is just making his way over to the coach of the Lincoln team. Reasonable crowd in here already. And they're just making their way to the centre circle here, and so we'll just cross to James now to see what the Lincoln coach has to say.
All right, so Mark, you're over here. You've got the underdog team here. You had a good semi-final win. This team warming up down here, they've beaten you the last 2 times. What are you hoping your team can do today to sort of reverse that, win the one that's important?
It's about starting great. The last 2 games, we were kind of tied with them in the first half. We're trying to get a lead this time so that we can go into the second half well pumped and just push our lead ahead in the second half. So it's all about the start tonight. We'll try and start pretty good, make sure our shots are going in, and then we can push on from there.
Now, Bridget said you've got an awesome, well-balanced team. You said you've got 5 or 6 Year 13s, but then you've also got some Year 10s who contribute as well. So how have you found sort of integrating the older with the younger guys and getting a cohesive team that works?
Well, the younger guys, they've actually stepped up really well. They have been the surprise of the season because they have even moved into the starting role in different games. So yeah, it's been, we kind of had an up and down at the beginning, but in the late part, everything kind of gelled, and you see the results at the end. We got to the finals because of that.
You're definitely right. Not many people remember the start of the season. At the end of it's awesome. So you've done really well to get this far. We're hoping for an exciting game. So thank you for the time and all the best for the game. Thanks, Mark.
Great, James. So that sets the scene really. You've got a team that's unbeaten versus a team that really, really wants to right a couple of wrongs this season. So this Lincoln team looks like they've got some decent size about them. As we get to know the players, because I haven't seen them before, but James may have seen them play before this season. Have you seen much of this Lincoln team play?
No, I have not. With the Grocott team, sorry if you might not have heard me, I have not seen them at all. I've been coaching the Year 9 and 10 Grocott team, which nearly always means it's just hard for me to see much of the Thomson and Wheeling games if they're not in the same place where my guys are playing. But I have seen some of the guys that just shooting free throws just off the edge of the screen. Lydian Thompson, a really young year 10 player who is just a fantastic scorer. And, I've coached him a little bit, under 13 reps last year, so that gives you an idea of how young he is, but also, as Mark said, some of them have been in the starting lineup for some of their games, so extremely talented.
It'll be interesting to see what Mark has planned there for the defence to take care of Tyler Salkeld, because he could really get to the hoop, and he's developed a three-point shot. Plus, he's a bit of a dynamite on defence as well, so if he can get some of his supporting cast to go along, and I think he's got 3 players from last year that are still around from last year.
They're a bit of a, not a massive change, but there's always change in high school stuff. We can just see being introduced here, referees for the game, Steve Hunt walking onto court, and Shane Varga will be joining him in a moment as well. And we're just having the teams introduced as well, but we'll go through the names of them as the game is on. It's obviously Terry Brunel and myself, James Lissaman here, who'll be going through this game, and the energy level feels right for this sort of game here tonight.
Look, it feels a little bit like the underdog might have, really come to show something. Like they're just gathering together at the other end right now, and that's a sure sign that they're all trying to get on the same page. And if they can come out and get some of their younger players some confidence early on, then it only takes 1 or 2 of those shots to go down, and then pretty soon you're feeling pretty good about the world.
It's kind of the gift and the curse. Anyway, here's the road to the finals here. So Hagley College, they've been unbeaten in the season, but only a 3-point win over Papanui High School in their semi-finals. Lincoln, a tight one as well. So 2 really close semi-final games over Hornby. But you can see the previous games there. Hagley, 10-point win in their first meeting, and then the second one they blew it out. But as Mark Bolton said, they were really pretty much neck and neck the first half of both games. So if he can have 2 halves like that in the same game, they've got a shot here.
You just never know. You just never know in a final who's going to step up and be the next star. And there's like I said, a good crowd in here, and some good support from both schools. It should be a good game. I'm looking forward to a really, really tight game here. So let's see what this Lincoln team can bring.
No, I think it should be good. And those young guys, you might find yourself unguarded for a couple of possessions, and then you surprise the defense. You get some buckets because Alan Sue and Lydian Thompson can both score. And if they don't get the respect that, because you're like, oh, he's a year 10, what's he going to do? And then all of a sudden gets a couple of buckets, you may find that your defense gets rethought. I don't think Tyler Salkeld, last year's MVP, will be making mistakes like that. I think if he's playing defense wherever he's assigned, he's going to be playing hard on that person.
So just having a look to see who's looking like they might come out on the floor here for Lincoln. Can't be 100% sure, but the guys with no red tops on now.
Yeah, it might be Lydian Thompson. No, they've got multiple ones without their warm-up tops on. So just last-minute instruction. Well, last 30-second instruction.
Good refereeing crew too. These guys are both very experienced.
Yeah, they should do a good job. Barbecues Direct sponsoring our referees. You probably can't see this far away, but on the back of all their shirts, there's Hagley having their last-minute words there. They had to swap benches from their girls team because they're the number 1 seed in this tournament. Maybe they're like, well, this is the lucky bench to be on here.
Yeah, the previous game, Ashburton College.
Yep,
they that one out. They did. Girls final.
Yeah, Shane Varga coming to halfway to the Lincoln University decal in the middle of the court. One of the cleanest Cowles Stadium setups, I guess, that you'll ever see, with most of the conflicting lines taped out as well as they can be.
Of course, this is the first night of 2, right? So tomorrow night we have the first division finals as well.
Yeah, we should have it's going to be a long, long day tomorrow. The Year 9 and 10, the Grocott Trophy, will be streamed on YouTube, private link, so you have to contact the schools to get access to that. That'll be Hillmorden taking on Kashmir, but this one is underway here. And tip ball was won by Lincoln University, Lincoln High School.
Lincoln High School. Looking inside into the high post. Faced with looks like a 3-2 zone here. Yang throws one up, it doesn't go down.
Yeah, rebound collected pretty quickly, so you can play that zone defense if the other team's not hitting any baskets. Lincoln, they're showing a similar sort of front there in their defensive.
Both teams going for a 3-2 zone. Here's Salkow with the ball. 3 ball on the way. No good. Can they get out on the break? Good push from the point guard. And the foul inside.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of cheering there. They recognise if you can draw the first foul, you can see here 7 just pushing up the floor. That's Declan McGill really quick. Then just the crossover. You see the swipe down there. It wasn't Salkow that had the foul. I think it was the attack from behind that was the whistle.
That could also be one of the ones that we need to keep an eye on. A little foul trouble.
And so that says 2 points on the scoreboard. I don't think we've had a basket yet. I think that's the first one, so it's actually 1-0, but that score you can see here is what's actually in the stadium. Yeah, there we go, it's corrected now. So not only is the score correct, so is the time and the shot clock. You can see that all on your screen.
That's nice feature. You see exactly what's going on.
So if there are mistakes, we know who to blame, and they're sitting opposite us, Terry. Shot is missed there, quick rebound, but it's stolen there. Salkow reading that passing lane.
Looking for space, kick out pass, 3 ball on the way. Left it a little bit long. Nice save here from Hagley. Salkow again, 3 ball. That one rims out.
Yeah, finally Lincoln able to get the defensive rebound. It's the drawbacks of playing a zone. You give up threes, you give up offensive rebounds. There were some pretty good looks for Hagley there. There he is.
Steal from Tyler Salkow. He'll finish that, no problem at all.
Yeah, nice inside hand finish there to beat the defense, but Lincoln straight away up the floor quick. McGill in, nice pass down low.
Oh, lovely finish around the rim.
Yeah, number 8, Remy McConaughey, just perfectly timed cut there to receive that pass.
Just came from that dunker spot, found the open area. Salkow again left that one flat, front rimmed it.
And so far the rebounding feels like it's going Lincoln's way at the moment. Hagley's way. Lincoln's really got to work hard to get bodies on people and get those rebounds when a shot does miss.
Oh, nice steal.
I suppose there's no shots if you get a steal there. That's Yang pushing it up.
He probably could have gone all the way. He decided not to, and that's out of bounds. It's going to be off Chapman.
And so Hagley. Yeah, went a little bit too far for me to grab that. That's 2 balls that have bounced over just out of the reach for me. Steve Hunter has to go a little bit further. Rich Lazo with the inbound here.
Lazo, he finds McGill. McGill along the baseline, finds all the trees. Having a bit of difficulty in there. Finds McConaughey. Up, can't get it to roll. Here's Salkow, early pass ahead. Oh, and off the foot. Just a little bit too excited there on the fast break and kicked it into touch.
It just feels like both teams are at sort of the same level, of just readiness for this game. Like they're making life pretty difficult for each other. There's no look pass.
McConaughey could have gone up, he didn't, and they throw it off Van Norden out of bounds. And Hagley will have possession. So just a nice little balance at the moment of turnovers.
Yes.
Probably coaches are not that happy. Sub coming in.
Yeah, first action of the game. Number 9 is Oliver Parker for Hagley College.
Kumar went out. Parker finds Salkow. Salkow along the baseline, a kick out pass. That one's short from the 3.
And there's quite a bit of happiness from the Lincoln crowd there with that one.
Easterbrook's just having a few struggles here getting himself into the final.
Well, it can be tough. Like you haven't played on this sort of setup. Like only the Rams and the Pawakai generally play here, or the finalists here. What a reverse layup there.
McConaughey under the basket. Yeah, you did right. It's spatial awareness, I think, is probably the thing that all of a sudden there's no wall and there's a big grandstand behind, and it can be a little bit difficult finding the depth perception, so Oh, he'll warm up to it, I imagine.
Well, here's someone who was here last year. You see the nice spin inside. Draws 3 defenders there, and you see just the hit there on the arm. Salkeld. And it doesn't look like missing, does it?
Nothing but net.
Hagley, 2 defenders back behind halfway. The second one here also absolutely drained that one. Substitution coming in for Hagley, number 24, Emil Howard Hunter.
Yeah, we remember him from last year.
He's a little bit taller now, isn't he?
He is. A couple of them were shot up. So, Lazo. McGill had it. McConchy. Oh, inside, and just drew the foul there. This is Yang as he drove to the basket. Oh, no, it was Lazo who drove to the basket.
Yeah, Lazo, he's doing a good job just moving the defenders with his eyes. He was looking out this way towards us. You can see here, he's driving in, then he looks back there.
Oh, yeah. Conchi wasn't quite ready for that one. McGill thought about the 3. There's a spin move along the baseline. He's looking for help. Looks like he dragged the old pivot foot there. That's what happens when you get in amongst the big guys.
Yeah, it's a little bit tough to see that angle for us, but Shane Varga right there, perfect spot to see that. There's the drive, drawing multiple defenders, kick out.
Parker loads up a 3. Left it on the front of the rim. Inside look here for Hagley. 3 ball on the way. Easterbrook's not shy about shooting them. Another great pass from Salkeld.
I mean, you were just saying, like, if his teammates are ready to receive the ball, he will find them for easy shot attempts. He did just that. 2 attempts, and we see the nice little sort of push floater shot there for Van
Norden. Here's Salkeld. They're always looking to double him just about every time. Well, they leave him open on the 3-point line. He's had 2 good looks already. Couldn't make the 3rd one go. Chapman inside. Howard Hunter gets the basket and the foul.
Well, I think the Hagley crowd is like, we've got to be a bit louder, guys, like after the last one. See, the pass was to there, great catch inside, and then Van Norden just from behind whistled for the foul.
Hagley quite willing to put up the 3s. If they do start to drop, could become pretty interesting. Line violation.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Howard Hunter's going to have a second chance to shoot this.
That's a coach killer, that one.
He didn't even take that long, did he? I think it was just not quite ready for Remy McConaughey.
Didn't get it. Chapman almost kept it alive. Easterbrook tried to keep it alive. This is McConaughey. Goes round Parker. Strong to the basket.
It's a travel there. You can see, well, I could see he hopped. Can't do that unless you're dribbling.
Howard Hunter took it right in the chest too, so it could easily have become a charge. Subs coming in for Hagley. Easterbrook goes out. Number 21, our first look at
Caleb Poole into the game here.
Caleb Poole.
I think this is a good job coaching by Anna Williams and Bridget Fairweather. Get all your players into the game pretty early so they're all, anyone with nerves is settled.
Confidence.
Whereas Mark Bolton's probably like, I've got to trust the guys that I trust to keep this game as close and, put guys in pretty sparingly, I think we'll see.
Salkeld being a nightmare again there for the guards as they bring the ball up, just putting that bit of indecision in their minds. And they turn it over. Sub. Zhang goes out. Number 11.
Yeah, that's the youngster, Lydian Thomson. Yep.
So we're looking forward to see what he can do. Skip pass here from Salkeld.
Well, he gets the steal straight away. Surprisingly put down a long, nice pass there.
Lazo with the finish, lovely left hand, under pressure too.
Yeah, Salkeld made that so hard. Got up, challenged him right at the rim, and here they are. Back the other way, Salkeld hangs. Doesn't quite hit, but draws a foul.
Looks like this will go on McConchy, I'd say.
Well, I think it might be Van Norden as well. So
what
does that mean?
If it is Van Norden, that's number 2 for him.
I think it might be. Like, it looked like McConaughey was straight up there and Van Norden from behind.
Well, he's coming out as a result of that, so coach trying to keep the powder dry. Sub came in, number 15 for Lincoln. Lewis McCauley.
I did double check that, Louis, because I was like, is it Louis or Lewis? I should have told you that beforehand.
We'll
Sorry,
go
Terry.
with Louis. Selkow takes the lead back.
That's right, he's hit 4 free throws without touching the rim now, hasn't he? So
He hasn't really looked to score. He's just been dialing his teammates up so far. Chapman, nice rebound. Selkow, penetration coming. Takes it all the way this time and finishes at the rim. That's going to be a problem.
yeah, you can't let him just get through with minimal sort of roadblocks to go around or go through until it's too late.
McGill turned it over.
Good
Parker
shot.
now has it. Inside to Chapman. Chapman with a little step through move. Couldn't get it to go. McConchy pulls down the rebound. He's got a runner. It's McGill. Attacks the rim and finishes nicely under pressure.
Well, that was quite a big possession, I felt like. If Hagley had scored there, almost would have been like, we've got to take a timeout. We're just turning it over, giving up shots. They get a stop, come back with 2 points to trim that lead down to 1.
Howard Hunter couldn't get it to go. Chapman with the rebound. There's a kick out. Here's Selkow. Little mid-range off the bank.
It's almost like, right, how are you going to play this defensively? Well, you played it wrong, no matter what the choice is.
McConchy, can he get the roll? He does. Inside.
That was just great balance there to take the sort of hit and regather himself enough just to put it up, man. Just about gets the steal then.
Indecision there, and Macaulay will get called for the foul. Howard Hunter looks like he's going to be going to the line. But both teams actually just extending in the zone a little bit and just putting a little bit of pressure in the passing lanes as the point guard looks to deliver the ball. We see there.
Yeah, there's the
The
shot
foul.
to the face, I guess. But yeah, you're right. It was so close to a steal and going the other way. Instead, you don't quite get it. Howard Hunter gets the ball inside the paint and forces the defense, to have to defend him. He misses another free throw, though. I think officially it'll be 0 of 3, but we know he had that extra one due to the lane violation.
No, he's not having a happy time there. Needs to take a leaf out of Tyler Selkow's book.
Thomson left open for 3. That's off to the right.
We had a good look at that. It just never really looked like it was on track. Here's Selkow. Splits all of the defenses. Couldn't get the finish with the left hand.
Yeah, that possibly might have been blocked, just how hard it came off the rim.
Some good ball handling skills here coming from Lazo.
He's under a bit of pressure there.
Selkow again cutting down the passing lanes. Here's Lazo, penetrates through the gap. Kick out pass. McGill puts it on the floor. Couldn't find McConchy in the end. In the end, ends up in Selkow's hands.
He's leading a 3-on-2.
No look pass. And loads up a 3. This one's got more arc and has more chance. You can see right from it left his hand.
He just looks so smooth and under control, doesn't he? Like, right, if I pass it here, he's going to score or it's going to come back. There's Thomson, hard to the rim, and there we go. That's what I thought might happen. He could surprise his opponents, and Howard Hunter just clutching his knee for a little bit there. Here's the really quick drive, and yeah, you can see Howard Hunter, his arm was outstretched, and I think Thomson went into it and made him sort of buckle, and he's limping a little bit gimpily back to the bench there.
Yeah, he's not looking too stressed. I think we'll see him again. Might get a nice pack. Thomson. Young man looks pretty comfortable out there.
I suppose it's despite your age, it's your second year at high school, like year 9, you'd be like in all honesty, if you're playing, that means your team's probably not very good.
McLaughlin pulled down that rebound, number 22 for Hagley. Inside to Chapman, another great pass from Selkow. Just split everybody. I don't even think Chapman was quite ready for that, but he managed to catch it. If we catch it on the replay.
I think he's had a whole season of passes like that.
We didn't quite see it, but Selkow just split all of the defenders with that pass. Whipped it through.
So at the line for 1 here. I can hear the thunder starting to come.
Chapman gets it, rolls out just at the last second.
So it's 19-14 Lazo here. He gets the defenders to move.
Oh, he's just lost the handle.
He did. It was like, oh my gosh, this has worked. I faked the guy out of position. I'm going to drive. Oh my gosh, I just knocked the ball off my foot. And another youngster comes in, Lazo to the bench, number 9, Alan Sue, another good young scorer. He's in for Lincoln High School.
And this is number 4, Clearwater for Hagley. He's just come into the game as well. Salcal dials up another nice open shot for a teammate. Oh, power rebound in here.
Yeah, number 12,
McLaughlin.
Sorry, not 12, you're right, McLaughlin,
22. Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm sure 12 was a bit shorter than that last time I checked. Alan Sue, a little bit short, and then Thomson's like, okay, maybe I need to grow a bit more. Salcal just plucked that out of his hands.
Clearwater to Salcal. Salcal would have probably shot that if he wanted to, but he's still looking to get his teammates involved. Here's Clearwater, puts it on the floor. Kick out to Salcal. Good patience. Gets the 3, can't get it to go. Rebound McLaughlin. Inside to Chapman, off the glass. Good teamwork all round, really.
And this is getting, I was going to say, it's getting close to that time. You know, it's almost the end of the first quarter, but the game is starting to pull away. Mark Bolton takes a timeout to say, look, this is what we have to do the last almost minute of the first quarter here to get back into this thing.
Yeah, strategy-wise, they might have to change up their defence, to be fair. They're just getting picked apart right now. The lead's probably just where it is because some of the wide-open shots haven't dropped yet for Hagley. And if they start to, then it could get real bad. So maybe they could consider going some man-to-man or change up the configuration of the zone.
I'm always a man-to-man fan. Like, it's right. Who's the best player that we really need to shut down? Okay, who's our defender who can do that? Right, we can decide to match them up. Whereas in a zone, I put that guy on the right side, but the guy I need to stop's on the left side. Like, the offense gets to decide the matchups.
Yeah, so Salcal's good enough just to pick them apart at the moment. So they do need to get a little more pressure on him. Whether every time he's got it, they double him and get it out of his hands. Even that would be an option.
Well, they've got 8 offensive rebounds as well. This is Hagley College. Only 10 defensive ones for Lincoln, so it's almost close to a shot goes up 50-50 which team's going to get the ball.
You've got to at least box out on these misses so that you come up with the rebound, then maybe look to push the ball a little bit. They had a little bit of success when McGill was pushing it up the floor.
Yep.
See if they can get the pace up a little bit.
It's a relatively small lineup here with Thomson, Sue, McGill all in the game for Lincoln.
Macaulay inbounds it again. So here's McGill. Good pressure coming. Back to McGill. Thought about the 3. Out to Thomson. Put it on the floor. Oh, lovely little step through move, and he found the rim. And it went in.
He froze the defense, didn't he? Like, got there and they're like, oh, I've stopped you. Wait, hang on a second. You've gone right past me.
He's got nice balance. You know, he's just a very balanced player.
There you go. He gets his hand on it, gets this tip, the steal, and that leads to an easy 2-point basket. So perfect momentum change here executed by Mark Bolton.
I think the Hagley coaches are just seeing how the team goes without Tyler Salcal in the game.
Well, they took a relatively quick 3-point shot there. You can just see on the clock there, 12.2 on the game, 9 on the shot clock. So there was only a 3-second differential. Lincoln can hold for the last one here. So they've already scored the last 4. If they can score here.
Conchi inside, finds Macaulay. Macaulay off the glass.
So
that could be the way to go. There are a couple of bigs. Get some high-low going maybe. So a little bit of a comeback here.
It was ideal into the quarter. 6-0 run for Lincoln after that timeout. We will be back after these words from Lincoln University.
Graduate in Sport and Recreation Management and then a Masters in Business, Global Management and Marketing. The undergrad was awesome for building knowledge around sport management, but then starting a charity, doing that Masters was actually vital to how Tamai's been built. Tamai Sports is all about removing the barriers for children who otherwise would not be able to play sports. It's nice to be able to provide some impact in a community. Obviously I'm biased, but sport does have the power to change the world and put a smile on anyone's face.
I'm a senior ranger here in Aoraki Mount Cook National Park. When I was at Lincoln, I studied a Masters of Applied Science. Getting to go out into the field and put my skills into practice really helped to set me up with the confidence and hands-on skills that I was looking for. I love the purpose that I'm working for. I feel really fortunate to be in this position where I can have some impact on what the future of this national park looks like.
To the cosy confines of Cowles Stadium here. Thomson Trophy Second Division final, Hagley versus Lincoln. Hagley pulled out to a nice lead, but Lincoln, they just came back in the last couple of minutes there of the first quarter. James, leading scorers, what's happening in the scoring department?
Well, the key one is for last year's MVP of this game, Tyler Salkeld, 13 points. Also has 3 steals in the game to start off with for Hagley. Here he is with the ball kicking out. But the good thing for the coaches, Anna Williams and Bridget Fairweather, they've got all 10 players into the game already after 1 quarter of action.
Chapman brings down his own rebound.
Yeah, that's where they've done a whole lot of damage, just offensive rebounds. That's their 9th of the game now. Well, leading scorer for Lincoln,
Easterbrook hit the 3.
Well, he's moving up as well. Remy McConaughey, 4 of 6 from the field. He's up to 8 points in the game. Has 5 rebounds as well.
Yeah, he's done a nice job. McConaughey's been good round the rim. Lazo just trying to find him here. He didn't find him. McCauley couldn't pick it up.
Allen so somehow maintains possession of the ball and draws the foul. That's quite big. That's Chapman that he's drawn one on there.
He's going to earn himself some time at the free throw line.
See, they're just almost still stepping in.
Chapman he just could have moved his foot a little more and drawn a charge potentially there, but he just stuck out a wing and caught him with the leg.
I think it was just Sue changed the angle he was going at a little bit.
Sue gets the second one to go. Subs coming in. Van Norden comes in after those couple of personals in the first quarter, and McConaughey's gone out. And he's going to establish himself in the middle of what it looks like a 3-2 zone, I think, or a 1-2-2 maybe.
Yeah, it's lifted up pretty high. I mean, you can see there both backline players lifted up. Chapman could have rolled down below them if he was a little quicker there.
Salkeld splits the defence again, and Chapman could have made better of that, but it's finished in the end by McLaughlin.
Van Norden is saying, what, is that on me?
He's going to make the trip that he just made before back to the bench, I would think.
I think he is right there from that angle. It looked like he was just jumping at the same speed that that Hagley was. Well, that free throw was a little bit high there. Yes, McLaughlin was moving.
Pulled the rebound down. Salkeld splits both guards and dishes it off to Chapman behind. You can see he had that plan in his mind right from the beginning. As soon as the defence stepped up, he passed it.
I mean, yeah. This is how you're going to play it? Well, it's the wrong answer, no matter what you choose.
And Norden swings it round to Lazo. And he's going to draw another foul on Chapman. That could be interesting now because they're starting to rack up a couple of fouls, Hagley. And the basket winner, they're going to
yeah, they were just checking. Like, it's because he's looking away. So you have a look at this here. The drive.
Splits the 2 defenders.
He looks there, so I think referee Shane Varga on the baseline, well, that's going to be a pass. Hang on, the shot went in.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I can't judge it off his eyes because he did shoot it and make it.
Howard Hunter comes in. Chapman is, after those 2 fouls, headed towards the pine for a little time. Nice 3-point play from Lazo.
Well, they're just staying in. It's that little mini run that Hagley goes on. And then Lincoln, you think, right, they're in danger here. Sue tips that ball and almost
Easterbrook.
hit it. Yeah.
He almost gave it back to them. Kumar's back into the game, number 11, with the ball now. He finds Easterbrook, who just hit a 3. Into McLaughlin, power move, but probably should have gone up. Nice find. And Thomson finishes, and Salkeld will be called for the foul here. 3-point play action, like you say. It's a little game of runs at the moment. Nice pass ahead. See that kick ahead. Thomson strong with the finish. Used his body well. protected the ball.
And I don't think Salcal was trying to foul him. I think he should probably have a word to the referees and say, hey, you know, I was the MVP last year. This is just a year 10 kid. Like, you should say, that's clean D for me, please.
Thompson doesn't mind what year he is.
No, he's not going to care.
He's got some skills. Salcal splits the defence. Off the board, couldn't get it to go. McLaughlin in there, tied up.
Lasso did well just to hang on to the ball for that long.
Arrow
as you can see, it was going to come out very soon.
Yep. What's that? Casey Frank says there's a big difference in bone marrow there.
Right.
McLaughlin's quite a bit bigger. Thomson. Again, driving to the basket. He's causing lots of trouble there, Lazo, but this time he doesn't get it, and he's going to be called for a foul of his own as he tries to rip it back off Salcal.
Yeah, not much complaints there. Van Norden was like, surely in his mind he's thinking, this one's not on me, right? So the defense still saying, yeah, it's hard to tell. Is it a 1-2-2 or a 2-3?
Salcal, a little flat this one again.
And those are the ones I know from the years coaching with you. Same side shot. The defense hasn't had to move. They get the rebound off a quick shot against the zone. Here we go, side to side this time for Lincoln. They've gone from one.
Sun through the gap. Oh, it's just a little reach in from, who's he gone with here? Number 11, Kumar.
Yeah, let's just see here.
Put it on the floor and he just drapes a hand out.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's a lot easier to see.
Yeah. Van Norden.
I'm loving these replays on fouls. Like, it's so much easier to see.
Kick out. Lazo puts it on the floor. He wants to get to the rim every opportunity he has. This time he has it blocked. But he's complaining about there being a foul. But if there was a block, then clearly it is still.
Well, number 13, Jesse Easterbrook was saying, yeah, it's that way his ball. So 3 seconds on the shot clock. If you want to do that, you want to say, yeah, I blocked it. It was me that got the block. So you make sure you get that.
Oh, not the greatest pass with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Son throws up a long one.
Well, good job there by Hagley, just to force a tough inbound pass, which really sets them up, in a good spot there to play good defense.
Kumar bringing it up against the zone again.
We'll get the
inside. Howard Hunter to the basket, off the glass, too long. Van Norden with the rebound. He managed to bat it to Macaulay.
We'll get the scoreboard up for you as soon as we can. I've just noticed that it flashed off after that last replay. So 6:30 left. Here's Thompson. The 3 no good.
Salcal with the rebound. Got McLaughlin with him. Bumped all the way to the basket. Didn't really make any difference.
No, not at all. So Salcal pushes the lead out to 32-27 here for Hagley. There you go. I told you it would be coming back really soon. There's the scoreboard for you all.
Here's Lazo. Thomson puts it on. He's had success with that play. This time he left it a bit long.
Well, he doesn't have much fear, does he? He's got that speed that he can get past people and confidence in his ability to score.
Now, I remember Kumar could shoot from last year, but that's his first effort. It was pretty close. Skip pass, Easterbrook to McConchie.
No, that was Howard Hunter, I think, that took that one in the neck.
It was too. Yeah, it was Howard Hunter because McConchie's coming in. He's on the other team. Similar.
So which team would you feel like is performing above expectations at the moment, if any of them?
Well, if anything, if Linky could just get the speed of the game right, I think they could have a shot here. But while they're just sort of sitting in their zone, Tyler Salcald's just carving them to bits. Hergo could get it to go. Howard Hunter. Easterbrook's going to have another try from 3. He's already hit one. He's got another one.
Well, that one was very high. Went up, came down, straight through. 6 points for that man now.
I just feel like the tempo of this one is suiting Hagley, how they would like to play.
Lincoln stuck on one side of the court. Lazo just head down, bump everyone off, get 2 points instead.
That's pretty much the hard way to score, though, isn't it? It's not an easy way to score.
No, not unless you're like Anthony Edwards and you're like, well, I can just jump over anyone anyway.
McLaughlin tried the reverse. He couldn't get it to go. McConchy. See, this is where they got them in broken play. They need to move the ball quickly because Lazo's wide open on the far side over here, but the ball just never found him. So they're just having to go in there and pick and shovel the whole thing.
Yeah, I know. Once Thomson got the ball, if he just looked up court straight away, that's an easy way to score on the other end. If Thomson had looked up, got that ball straight away and just thrown it deep, he would have had Lazo uncontested. Instead, this is where they end up with a whole lot of defence. Oh, sorry, that was the previous play. They end up turning it over pretty, just a little bit stagnant.
Don't get me wrong, Lazo's had a little bit of success there, but, you can imagine that that's probably not going to survive enough to overhaul Hagley here. So they're going to have to move the ball and get some people shooting it and get a few fast breaks because they've got good pace and good balance and their guards are quick.
It's a timeout taken here by Hagley, so icing their own free throw shooter if it was the end of the game. Probably not really icing with 4:11 here to go in half number one. Yeah, if we look at the shooting stats for the two teams, so 12 of 23 for Lincoln High School, so above 50%, but they're 0 of 6 from 3 points. They make one or two of them and the game's a whole lot closer. Hagley on the other side, only shooting 35%, but they have 14 offensive rebounds.
So that's the difference. You're pretty much getting either a basket or just one attempt down here for Lincoln. And then the ball's coming the other way, whereas at the other end you're getting 2 attempts.
It's you can score more points that way.
Those numbers are going to eventually roll over you unless you score on those first time attempts every time. I just think they could move the ball a little quicker. See if they can, because the established defence is pretty good at the moment for Hagley. There's, they've drawn a couple of fouls, but generally speaking, you're only going up in ones or twos that way. So they have the pace. I'd just like to see them push it maybe a little bit. A couple of subs into the game for Lincoln. Number 30.
Yeah, Nate Olsen.
Nate Olsen comes in, and number 13.
Ollie Preston. It's awesome when they have names on the back of their uniforms. So much easier for us.
So here's Selkout on the line.
Are these going to hit the rim?
Nope.
Not at all. Sorry, you only hit one.
It was a 3-point play, that one. Yeah, he did a nice job of bumping the defender off in the foul and finishing. So here's Preston. Looks to drive in. Easterbrook was up to it. McGill takes a 3. I'm not unhappy with that. There's ball reversal.
You almost got an offensive rebound by Van Norden. Great pass there up the court out to Selka, and look at that. He's just, I feel like orchestrating is the word that comes to mind.
Hergo gets one to go. He's had a few of those mid-ranges, and this is the first one that's dropped for him.
McGill attacking through the seam, draws 3 defenders. They pass underneath. I mean, that's pretty good as well. If you can hold possession of the ball inside the key, draw that defender to step up and, make a good pass down low.
Skip to Easterbrook, and looks like he's stepped out of bounds.
What was it? It was the Rams grand final. It didn't end up costing, but I think 2 out of bounds on sort of wide open 3-point shot attempts.
You just have to remember when you're in that corner. Oh, this looks like it's on Chapman again. He's just a bit late again, defensively getting across. It looks like he knows where to go, but just like the last couple of fouls, he was just too slow getting there.
You can see he's exactly right. He's just not going that half step further than he needs to go to the right, in which case I think it would be a no call, not a charge, but
take it right in the middle of the chest. McConchy on the line. I just pulled the string on the free throw. You've got to keep that follow through there half a second longer. That was better. Maybe he's listening.
Yeah, possibly.
Just hold that follow
Maybe
through.
He's been told that a few times as well. And
the
first one just set something off. Salcal to Kumar. Ball swings around. Open 3. Looks just a little bit long.
And knocked out of bounds. Oh,
another offensive rebound. It'll stick here with Hagley.
Olsen.
You know, I just wonder as well, like, Hagley's the favourites here, undefeated the whole season. You know they play a zone defence the whole time. What do you think they practice against most of the time in their practices?
A zone defence?
So maybe, you know, something different than what they see every day might be the way to go.
McLaughlin, he's drawn a foul in there. Van Norden's looking comfortable because he knows it's not him.
23, I think, the caller there.
Just here, he was out of the play.
30, it'll be. Is that 30?
Olsen got the foul, so McLaughlin's on the line. Let's see how he
what
goes.
was that? 3 more offensive rebounds, that possession for Hagley? Like, it's not a recipe for winning, giving up. It's like, hey, you guys just keep shooting and rebounding until you actually make a shot.
You've got to do a better job of being physical down there and boxing out the rebounders for Hagley because they're getting after it.
You really have to hump people out. You know, if you're in a zone, you've just got to find someone.
Preston, drive and kick. Olsen, step back 3 ball. It looks pretty good from here, and it is.
Well, that was a good job by Preston to create just some space for him. Knew that his teammate had the confidence to launch that 3.
Salkel mid-range couldn't get it. Rebound, McConchy needs to push this ball ahead. Oh, no, that isn't happening.
Well, I think he was going to, then just fumbled it for a moment. Preston swings it over to McGill.
McGill puts it on the floor. He challenges McLaughlin, who was really vertical, did a great job defensively. Here's Salkel with a bit of broken play in front of him. And he split the defense and dished it off inside. Hergo starting to heat up.
I think that's what McGill wanted the last time. He's like, I'm going to drive here and draw a defender and dump it down, but there was no one to dump it to. So he was forced to shoot it.
McGill this time, 3 ball on the way, doesn't go. McLaughlin's tidying up all the boards at the moment. Offensive and defensive. Here's Kumar.
Oh, he tried to fake that. There's the quick pass you were asking for.
2-on-1. Nice pass in there, and Salkel's going to be called for the foul.
Well, I can tell from the body language, does not agree with that one either.
Let's have a look here. So there's the little dish off. And, well, hard to tell in that circumstance, really. He's kind of crossing across the body. Did he brush him? Evidently, yes.
Yeah.
So Olsen is here. Salkel goes to the bench, and this could be a time to make a little run.
Well, it's similar to the first quarter. Like, it was around about the same margin. That timeout happened, and then Lincoln went on a 6-0 run.
I think Olsen and Preston, with McGill out there, they've brought some good energy to this guard line.
Free throw number 2, also good.
2 for 2 to go with his step back 3, so could be asking for more minutes.
Oh, I was going to say that pass almost picked off. It was taken by McConaughey.
Oh, and he
stripped out of bounds.
It behind, but he's still going to get the foul. I think if they hadn't touched him, he was about to throw that out of bounds.
So 21 whistled for the foul there. Caleb Poole. Yeah, I was going to say it looked like a pretty aggressive swipe at the Bullseyes. I didn't see the foul called at first. McConaughey's made his last 2 free throws now after a little bit of advice from Terry Brunel here.
He's got the follow-through sorted out now. No, not that time. But Van Norden is going to tidy it up, and he's going to be begging for a foul on that because he gets called for everything.
McConaughey almost gets the steal. Who's the foul going to be on here?
Might be
22. Yeah, McGill is it? McLaughlin, sorry. Yeah, McGill's on the other team.
Yeah, Hagley just rolling the dice a little bit here with Chapman in the game as well. In the bonus. McConchy back to the line. See if he can get this consistent follow-through on his free throw.
Well, what was that? That possession was about 3 turnovers that could have gone either way. Eventually goes to Hagley's demise, I guess.
Just rushed that one, but it still went in. So here's the run we were talking about.
Is that 5 straight now?
It's a 3-point game right here. Seems to happen whenever Tyler Salkel's off the floor.
And Hagley, wisely, I think, just the engine or the orchestrator's out, so you want to take a bit of time off the clock Mid-range jump shot, no good. Do they get an offensive rebound? Yes, they do.
Gets it. Into Chapman, out again to Parker. Parker with the three. Didn't go. Van Norden with a rebound. Good kick ahead. Keep the ball moving. They attack in the lane. It could easily have been another foul on Chapman there.
Well, I think that one looked like it was in the centre of the chest. So here's a chance. Hagley here hold for pretty much the last shot. There's only about not even a full second differential between the shot and game clock. I don't think they were aware though.
Yeah, still looking to shoot relatively quickly. Into McLaughlin. Power move from McLaughlin. Couldn't get it. Chapman finishes the play with about 4 seconds to go. And McConchie isn't aware of the clock, so doesn't throw it up.
Well, I think
long
there's
range. But hey, we got us a ball game right here.
Yeah, half time. So Lincoln closes their gap from 8 points down to only 3. We'll be back in about a minute and a half here as we hear from Lincoln University. Half time here, Hagley 45, Lincoln 42.
At Lincoln I did an undergraduate in sport and recreation management and then a master's in business, global management and marketing. The undergrad was awesome for building knowledge around sport management, but then starting a charity, doing that master's was actually vital to how Tamai's been built. Tamai Sports is all about removing the barriers for children who otherwise would not be able to play sports. It's nice to be able to provide some impact in a community. Obviously I'm biased, but sport does have the power to change the world and put a smile on anyone's face.
I'm a senior ranger here in Aoraki Mount Cook National Park. When I was at Lincoln, I studied a Masters of Applied Science. Getting to go out into the field and put my skills into practice really helped to set me up with the confidence and hands-on skills that I was looking for. I love the purpose that I'm working for. I feel really fortunate to be in this position where I can have some impact on what the future of this national park looks like.
Welcome back to Cowles Stadium here for the Thomson Trophy Div 2 Boys Final, where we've got a close ball game. Hagley 45, Lincoln 42. And James, you were just checking the score to make
there was a little bit of a discrepancy. The live sets were 1 point out for each team. They have got it, I guess, confirmed. This is what the score is that we're going with. So 45-42, we'll have that up on screen very soon for you. Hagley with the 3-point advantage here halfway through the game. So Mark Bolton, Lincoln's coach, was right that we played them really close for a half the last 2 times. He's done it again 3 times in a row. This is where he wants to change the script and come through with a win with an improved second half performance.
Well, interesting because he's stayed with that little 3-guard lineup there with McGill, Olsen, and
is it Preston?
Yeah, and they had some good success.
And if they get a steal right there off the bat, and you can see that, it looks like the attention to getting back on D is ramped up. Van Norden
ties the ball game. Hello, Mr. Van Norden. Welcome to the game.
Well, when you're not worrying about foul trouble, is that basket won't count, I think. The foul was on the floor. Yep, it is on the floor. So 45-45 is the score still. And yeah, Lincoln had the lead very, very early on. Since halfway through the first quarter, it's been all Hagley with the lead, sometimes up as high as 11 points at one stage.
It was above 10. Inside here, McLaughlin has it blocked but stays with it. And this time a rebound from McGill, and they are pushing it a little bit. Olsen looks to move it. Back to Olsen. Olsen hit 1-3 already. Not this time, but McConchie's going to tidy that up, and it's stripped under the basket, but it'll stay with Lincoln.
Yeah, you can say he was up, but there was no ball in his hands. It had been knocked down. If you're smaller, that's the only chance you've got. Strip it when the big player brings it down.
Olsen, he's made a difference to this game. Preston, so is he. McGill decides not to shoot that. Little pull-up jumper, contested. Oh, gets the roll in the rim, keep shooting it. You're going to get those.
The LED lights on the backboard turning on there, so had that just as the shot clock expired. Lincoln, I think a 9-0 run now. They're up by 2 points.
Salkow's going to have to go to work here. He does. To the rim. Couldn't get it. Nice bit of defense from Van Norden in there. Didn't foul. McConchie. Preston puts it on the floor. Kick out pass. Van Norden. Oh, he decided to go back where he got it from. Somehow they managed to keep possession.
Behind the back, that was
using all the shot clock. McGill, mid-ranger. He's getting hot.
Oh, 8:26, and the lead is 4 points now for Lincoln. 49-45, quarter number 3 here.
Inside to Easterbrook. Nice pass, nice finish. So Hagley coming back a little bit, trying to stop the momentum. McGill, 3-ball this time. Gets that one to go. Why not? Why not?
Perfectly straight, and then it didn't go in initially, but dropped in off the front of the rim.
Salkeld ripping along the baseline, managed to keep possession. Then he comes back the other way along the baseline. Little reverse layup, it'll be a foul. Looks like a McConchie, I would think.
Well, that was just a smart play there, if we can see that again. Drove back baseline and then just stopped. Here we go, see it? The crossover, drive base here, and then stop back through and under the defender who's trailing you, who you're like, well, he's not going to be able to stop himself from putting his arms out. 7:51.
Couple of subs as well for Hagley. He gets the roll to get used to the rim at this end. Howard Hunter is back in. And our man number 4, Clearwater. Second one doesn't go. McConchie with a nice rebound. Get it to McGill. Van Norden. Oh, he knows what he's doing as well. Nice jump hook.
Well, those two they got pressure on the defense from McConaughey, getting all the way to the rim. Look at that pass. And there,
Chapman. And he finds Howard Hunter, who couldn't finish it. And here's McGill. The pace is up. This is where they need to be. Need to keep moving the basketball quickly. Howard Hunter's going to be called for a hold.
So it's on the floor there, not shooting. Lincoln ball, despite where McConaughey is standing.
Oh, no. Well, I guess you could say he was in his layup stride, but here's Preston. Done a great job of just switching the ball from side to side.
That went through the net.
McGill, another little runner this time. Can't get it to go. Contests his own rebound. Bit of broken play here. Salko won't have to beat the whole team.
And he's just struggling a little bit in comparison to the other end. We go the little guys. McGill almost got the rebound from Howard Hunter. He comes out with the ball though.
They're terrorising everybody. It's like a couple of Jack Russells out there. Here's Salkeld, loads up a 3. Nothing but net. Puts his team back in it.
There's one way to quiet half of the crowd and get the other half of the crowd into it. Cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Again, Preston with the nice ball reversal, and Van Norden is running hot as well.
Well, he launched that and was on his way back straight away like, this is going in.
This is the confidence factor, you see. They've got it now, Lincoln and spades. Here's McGill. Goes up against Howard Hunter, and a rebound.
Look at the guns here on Salkeld. I'd say Waitakere Primary School's finest, but there's been a few good players that have come out of that primary school there.
Forced to time out here. Hagley going to have to talk about it. It will be Hagley ball, the arrow with them. But what a run. What a run from Lincoln. Self-belief is now in the building.
It really is. It was, what was it, about a minute 30 or so in the second quarter, and it's definitely switched their way since then. You can see this. Here's the, well, you can't see it at home, but we can see it. It was 8 points here, and then there's only been a couple of dips back in Hagley's favour, and it's pretty much been all Lincoln. Probably 80% of the last bucket scored in the last 5 or so minutes of game time have all been by the team in white.
And I know we talked about it, the pace of the game now is suiting Lincoln. They're getting it, they're moving it. Preston's done a nice job, although he hasn't chucked many shots up or anything. No. He's moved the ball quickly to the other side of the floor, where McGill's having a nice time attacking the closeouts, making mid-range jumpers, and he's hit a 3 ball. And now Van Norden on the pass to the other side of the floor has hit 2 in a row.
And he had that nice little shot inside as well, just by
the jump hook.
Running up fast, and then seeing the defensive collapse on McConaughey.
So Hagley going to have to do some thinking here. They're going to have to really slow the opposition down. Confidence. Olsen has also been a good addition since he came in the game.
There you go, the defense looks like they're still staying in that zone.
Yep.
Well, hasn't gone to Selkoud's hands yet. He's calling for it up to get Wug around. Hasn't found it there.
The skip to Selkoud. 3 ball, bit flat that one. Howard Hunter gets the rebound. He finds inside with a great pass to Chapman.
That was tremendous. That was a above the head bounce pass.
Everyone had left town, but Chapman was still hanging around.
And that's what you want to do. You get an offensive rebound. Your first look has got to be towards the rim. He saw his teammate wide open there. Great recognition. There's McGill.
I think he needs to kick that. He's found the big guys. He needs to kick that out.
Well, they're collapsing on him. He hit those 2.
Here's Easterbrook. He's had a bit of success in the first half with the 3. Here's Chapman again.
And that was Howard Hunter just fighting for that, tapping it over to his teammate. Van Norden can't grab that.
Chapman comes up with the ball. Selkoud. And it's knocked away. Preston got a hand in, I think.
So Van Norden saying, just calm down a little, they're past to me in triple coverage, maybe not the one we wanted.
Inside to Chapman, inside to his teammate Howard Hunter. Those two operating really well, and they've got them back in the game. Tie ball game.
Well, they just stretched the zone defense out there, created so many seams around the rim. Easy pass and finish there for Hagley, sorry.
Here's McGill. Just got a little bit one-sided at the moment, Lincoln. That's a long range 3 ball. They forgot about the other side of the floor. Preston's going, hey, throw it here, I'll get it to the other side.
Well, it's hard, youngish teams, and these are obviously both high school ones. If you haven't been told how important it is to get to second side or third side action, you don't know it's not a great shot. It's the defense is all set up.
Easterbrook missed one, and a leak out here coming from Lincoln. Again, Preston finds the open man. Olsen decides no. McGill back to Olsen. Olsen says yes this time, but just left it to the left of the rim.
You see Selkoud just looking up the whole time, seeing what's going to come out here.
Oh, steps between the defense. Nice little up fake. Pretty play, really.
It was smooth. He just got to a spot. Right, the defense is actually going to put somebody there to try and stop me. Steps up.
Olsen,
steps through.
McGill on the floor again, penetrating into the lane. He's not having quite the success he was having with the mid-range because he's having to throw it over top of a couple of long-armed Hagley players. Sub coming in. Olsen goes out. Number 3 into the game for Lincoln.
Yeah, Luke Grieve there.
Luke Grieve. So he takes up a spot at the back of the zone.
Yeah, I'm just thinking with McGill, he's possibly the victim of his own success. Made those jumpers in the mid-range, and now the defense is coming to him when he drives.
He needs to start dialing up his teammates. Van Norden would be a good guess because he's running hot from the 3-point line. He's gone inside at the moment. McGill, 3 ball. Left that one long. Chapman with the rebound. Looking for Selkoud. Couldn't find him. It's been stripped away.
Yeah, Van Norden just had his hands there both players are like, Greaves like, how could I lose that ball without a foul? And who was it, 12? Yeah, it's like, how can you call a foul on that? I just ripped it cleanly. Here we go. There's a little push
Comes
there.
through there.
And it's the arm that you
there's
can see.
a good portion of arm. Van Norden out to the top to McGill in the end. Here's the skip. McConchie puts it on the floor, trying to go through the gap. Good defense. Here's Van Norden. He's running hot. He's hit 3 now.
Oh, he's leaving. Like, the shot's launched. It's time for me to take off as I know what's happening next.
Easterbrook. They find Salkel. Inside to McLaughlin. McLaughlin back out to Easterbrook. Hergo. Can't get it to go. Rebound.
Yeah, Grieve almost slipped out of his hands.
Move the ball, Mr. McGill. No, he's driving.
He does find the pass down low.
McConchie tidies it all up, but it rims out.
Well, I think I would have gone in. Where is Van Norden, who's just hit those 3? See if I can find him. Salkel draws 4 defenders. Easterbrook, no good. Van Norden, the rebound. McGill just seeing if there's a defender behind him. No, it's his own teammate, Van Norden.
McConchie. Draw the 2 players and kick it back out. Oh, he's just trying too hard in there, and it's not having anywhere near the success it did earlier.
Yeah, we had 4 there, and Van Norden had shifted
strong move to the basket. Van Norden pokes a hand, and that will cause a little bit of an issue here.
It's going to be foul number 3, I think.
3 or 4 on him. He was protected a little bit in the first half, wasn't he?
I can't see the...
4.
Oh, it is 4.
Yep. So the man with the hot hand needs to keep his hands up and not out.
I mean, it honestly looked like to me he wasn't trying to foul. He was going to just, oh, you passed me, I don't want to do that. And it was similar to that play that Salkel had earlier, almost stopping and turning back into the defender who's trailing.
Well, this time Chapman gets 2 free throws to go. Restores the lead. Subs coming in.
You know, I just wonder if we're going to look back at this. Van Norden, 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from behind the arc, 5 rebounds, but it's the 4 fouls. That's the key number for him.
Yang has replaced him. Here's McConchie to Preston, who's still willing to move this basketball. Preston breaking people down off the dribble, but again, he's not.
It's going to be
no
tough
path
to score
in there. It's a penetrate, get him to guard you and kick. Here's Parker inside to Chapman. Chapman misses, but McLaughlin with the board. Stolen by McGill. McGill penetrates to the basket. This time there's no one around. Got to his right hand and a nice finish.
Well, that was better timing there. He just dribbled up quick, hesitated, all the defense relaxed, and that's when he exploded. Knocks the ball away then.
Preston making life difficult to get the ball across to Salkel.
Coming in for Hagley, number 21, Caleb Paul. Quick break for Greg Easterbrook with minute 11 left in the quarter.
So Parker gets it off to Salkel. Salkel got a little ball screen this time from Chapman.
2 hands there. It's going to be on the floor. Zhang whistled for that foul. Pretty clean game. That's only the 5th foul? No, 6th foul between the 2 teams this quarter.
That will put Lincoln in the bonus now. So Chapman inside to McLaughlin. McLaughlin back to Chapman. Chapman over to Parker. Salkel has it now. Shot clock down to 4. Inside to Chapman. He's got to go to work it here and does and finishes the play. Right on the shot clock buzzer.
It was orchestrated. Salkel was steering out to the corner. You only just saw it there. Rockets that pass into Chapman. McConaughey, like, he's so deep, you might as well just let him have the 2 points there. Instead, a chance for 3, which will give Hagley a 2-point lead if he can make this. Nope, so it stays at 1.
Out. So 1 point lead here.
Lincoln a chance to get two good possessions here with 45 seconds in the quarter.
Preston moves it to McGill. Back to Preston. He's faking to shoot it, and he never does shoot it, so this time he has.
And we'll see what Salkel does.
Inside, nice pass again from Salkel. good finish from Paul. Had to collect himself, but he managed to get it done.
We'll see here, does someone from Lincoln take control here with the shot and game clock separated by 1? No.
Preston, a little pull up, doesn't do it. Playing for the last, Salkel will be aware of it. A few others aren't.
I mean, it's frustrating as a coach. I mean, like it may not hurt you once or twice. This has hurt, like if you just waited 10 more seconds to shoot that, or not even shoot it, you don't put your teammate in a situation to draw a foul.
So that's interesting because that's again, this time, is it on?
It's either Zhang or McConaughey. Like, it looks like both of them fouled him there. It's who fouled first? 3 was the
third foul on whoever it is. It could be McConaughey.
Yeah, we'll see. Both of them were on 2 before that.
Oh, so that doesn't help us. 2 for 2. Tyler Salkeld. No time left. Zhang doesn't know what's going on. Do I got to shoot that? Yeah.
McConaughey's like, what are you thinking? Well, Zhang's probably like, what are you passing to me for 1 second? Like, there's a guy up the court. Anyway, we'll be back in about a minute's time as we hear from our naming rights sponsors, Lincoln University.
Plenty of entertainment still to come here at Cowles Stadium. We got a good old game going here with a bit of to and fro, and just the last little bit there, Hagley started to get the ascendancy again, but most of the quarter there belonged to Lincoln.
Yeah, it did. It was really that 4th foul on William Van Norden, which just let Lincoln be like, right, this is where we're going to make a run. But it was Lincoln that started off. He's out on the court here. Is he going to get some water? I think he's going to get some water. But
yeah,
it's how long do you leave him out?
Well, if the lead gets any bigger, he's the guy with the hot hand. I think you've got to roll the dice, to be fair, 3 for 3 from the three-point line, found his range.
And that last foul did go on Zhang, so he's on 3 fouls. But yeah, you're right, there's quite a few subs here for the Lincoln High School team.
So Grieve is in the game. Thomson is back in the game here. Lazo.
27, Ewan Dodd, his first action of the game.
And McConaughey with his 3 fouls. And nice little give and go.
Yeah, Lazo, that looked like it was going in, just went a little bit too strong. And this is where Salkeld's going to put pressure on your team.
Kumar hasn't hit a shot yet. I'm expecting him to get at least a couple of baskets. Inside it goes, and it's poked away from behind. And Grieve will be called for that one.
Yeah, nonplussed look on his face, like I thought I got away with that. And I thought he might have too, just timed the sort of tapping the ball from behind perfectly.
Salkeld in the lane, gives it to Chapman, who's been the beneficiary of a number of passes from him today. Salkeld 3 ball, left that one short. And McLaughlin does a fine job of throwing it off, the new man in the game.
I mean, you just think, right, I've got it, it's going out of bounds, and then someone a little bit bigger than you.
Just leaving that alone until it hit him in the chest.
So there is 2 seconds on the shot clock. That's what Steve Hunt was just making sure everyone was aware of. Did not hit the rim. Great job by the score bench.
So a little out of bounds action here. Comes Salkeld, gets the ball, he's aware of it. Oh, and he fouls Lazo, bails him out. He was making the turnaround hope shot.
Yes. Well, have a look at it here. Like Lazo right there.
No look at the hoop at all. He's just...
I mean,
He would have been lucky to get that off even in time based on the way it was going, but instead he's at the line.
and he's light the free throw line. Lazo will go back and look at it and be like, my arm was at about a 10-degree angle and it needed to be 0 degrees. Like,
he gave him 2 free throws and he made them both. Stretches that lead out to 7.
you know, I think if it gets up to 9 or 10, I think you've just got to bring Van Norden in and like.
Here's Lazo looking to split the defense. Thomson back to Lazo. Lazo likes these drives through the gap. He's good at them and he finishes.
And he got a little bit of a late bit of contact there from Chapman. Able to finish it. It looks almost like a Lydian Thompson finish there. Wonder if he's been teaching Lydian or it's the other way around.
Kick out. Here's Kumar. I think he's due. He doesn't hit it. McLaughlin, power move inside. He caught it on the bottom of the rim on the way up. Lazo couldn't find Thomson. Thompson's still open over there. And he finds him now. 3 ball on the way. Doesn't get it to go. Kumar runs it down. He's got Selkoud with him. He's got McLaughlin with him.
Yeah, just got a bit mixed up where they were going.
Inside, Chapman, nowhere to go. Spinning through the lane.
I was going to say that was a travel, but I guess if you lost the ball, it's not a travel.
So Lazo
It's a lead at 5.
looking to drive. He wants that drive down the lane. Dodd puts it on the floor. Kick out pass stolen by Selkoud. Selkoud has Easterbrook. Decides to keep it. Good block from Lazo and a second effort from Grieve. Chapman ends up with it. Selkoud will calm it down. They got 12 on the shot clock. Looking for some space. Collecting a little ball screen from McLaughlin. Ripping through the gap, and is that McConkey's fourth? Looks like it is.
Yeah, from the side on, it looks like it's
Let's have a
going
look
to be
here.
caught on 8.
Selkoud gets the ball screen. He's going through the gap, and yeah, really could have stepped across, but just tried to grab it.
I mean, it's hard. Like, he got the ball cleanly, but the problem is Selkoud kept going past and your hands keep staying there, so then it turns from just holding the ball to now you're stopping his body from moving.
It's all of a bit of a risk. And it's a 4-foul risk.
I think maybe 3 for him.
Is it 3 for him now?
I think he was on 2 before.
Ah, so the other one must have been on.
Yeah, the other one was on
Zheng.
Zheng. Yep.
Here's Lazo. Hasn't shot one of those yet. Inside to McConkey. Oh, they give it a little play again. It works again.
Well, that was nicely done. Just forcing the defense to declare how they were going to play that, then made the correct read and good finish there.
Just a little give and go action. Here's Selkoud. Goes around McConkey. Back into Chapman. Off glass. Couldn't get it. McLaughlin throws it back to Selkoud. Easterbrook puts it on the floor. Floater.
That was very high, that one.
Again, McLaughlin pulling down the boards, trying to find his guards. This time he finds Selkoud. Rips a pass across to Chapman, but McLaughlin's done a fine job on the rebounding, but he never left the paint.
Yeah, well, why would you want to? And you're like, I'm having so much success here. Oh, yeah, you're right. We have been here for more than 3 seconds.
Sub coming in, and Howard Hunter comes back in, and McLaughlin goes out after doing a fine job of getting second and third efforts. Easterbrook on Lazo. Dodd puts it on the floor.
What a pass there.
That's a great pass from Dodd.
And I was just going to say, I've seen Mark Bolton chatting to Van Norden on the bench. Van Norden, you can see now sitting down in the substitution chair. So he's decided this is time.
Selkoud got double, triple team down there, and they turn it over. Lazo, he's looking to go around somebody. Thomson also doing the same. Here's Lazo, he fancies his chances with Easterbrook now. He gets through the gap. He finds Chapman.
That's a bit tougher, that one there.
Once again, a little bit of rim fever there. Probably needs to kick that out because everybody's waiting. Here's the man to kick it out to, coming back into the game. Van Norden.
Will he miss a shot?
Hergo. Ball handling responsibilities. Finds Selkoud. Salkel looking for a seam. Double teamed, as you would. Finds Howard Hunter. Back to Chapman. Back to Salkel. Got the space he needs. Long range three. Very flat, that one. Front rim.
It's just when I guess when it's not the timing that he wants, he rushes it a little bit. But when he's like, right, this is the sort of shot I'm expecting to take here, and then it doesn't quite happen, that's when it can look a little bit worse. There's Thomson. This looks pretty good, just off the rim.
Van Norden had a piece of it. Who's it off? Off Hagley. Keeping the ball alive. Dodd's had an impact since he came in.
I know, I'm just kind of surprised for someone who hasn't played until the start of the fourth quarter.
Thomson, can he get it? No, he can't. Everything except the 2 points.
Salkel, that was a smooth play there. Oh, I think there was a possible.
Back to Salkel. Salkel ripping through the middle. He can't even get it to go on the rim. It's just rimming out for him as well. And basket will count. The foul's going to go on Howard Hunter. And McConchy has tied the ball game.
There he is, just through. Howard Hunter, you can see, tried to just be straight up at the end, but was moving forward as that ties the game, as he said. 5 minutes 16 to go. Timeout taken, I think, by Hagley. Yeah, their second timeout. You can see it there on the screen. So only one left after this.
Well, I think now if Hagley want to win this game, they're going to have to send some cutters through and move some people around, because just throwing it from side to side and getting it to Tyler Salkel, all the defenders are ready.
Yeah.
And he's had a little bit of success trying to find guys inside, but also they've missed a few in recent times, and he's missed a few. So
yeah, he's 8 of 26 at the moment, which is,
yeah.
I didn't see what his halftime was, but I feel like his first half would have had much higher percentage than the second half. 7 assists, as you said. Like, he's finding the guys. 4 steals as well.
Whereas Lincoln are doing a nice job with the pace again. You know, like they're pushing the pace.
You're right about Kumar, a shooter. 0 of 4 from the field. All of them have been 3-point attempts. So you're right about that. Leading scorer for Lincoln, Remy McConaughey, up to 20 points, 10 rebounds for him. 5 assists as well.
He can add to that right now.
Yeah, 1 free throw here to come, which can break the deadlock here.
Dodd stays in the game with Thomson and Lazo. And the lead back to Lincoln. Hergo, good pressure from Dodd. Almost lost it. Kind of a risky pass, and he does lose it. Here's Lazo to the basket. He loves to go to the rim. Finishes at the rim.
And we'll try and get some shots of the Lincoln crowd whenever they score. They are just, they're building. They're like, oh, we got a steal, getting louder and louder. Here's Salkel though.
Found a gap, went straight through the seam, and nobody can get to that story. He was on the 13th floor.
Defense chant from the Hagley crowd now.
Dodd turns it over.
Oh, I think he got the steal.
Threw it off him. Hergo, can he make the layup? He does with the left.
Well, he didn't make it look smooth. It was like almost lost the ball out, just being by so wide open. So 1 point lead, Hagley's advantage now. Lazo
inside to McConchy, and the foul. This time Howard Hunter puts a hand in there. And it'll be 2 shots for McConchy. He can add to his 21, has he got now?
21, he made the free throw.
Sub coming in. Dodd's done a reasonable job, I think, for a man that didn't play the whole first half. To come in the fourth quarter. McGill's had a nice rest.
So they're just saying, there's...
Yeah, Howard Hunter, that's his 5th. That crept up. He must have got a couple in a row, did he? McLaughlin will no doubt replace him, and he does.
Yeah, so his night will finish with 4 points, 8 rebounds though. I mean, that's where he did most of his work. And then he was always putting in the effort on defense. You know, just sometimes you get whistled for those fouls where you're just trying to stop what's likely to be a sure 2-point bucket. And, you know, right here, first free throw miss for McConaughey.
He can tie it up, and he does.
Well, we don't have another game to go to afterwards this series, so I don't mind if we do go and
Overtime.
have a bit of extra time
It
here.
deserves overtime almost this game.
I'm just worried about the number of players left.
Finds Salkeld. Salkeld looking inside. No one moving. Finds Hergo. 3 ball on the way. Can't get it.
What a board by McGill. Jumped up over the top of Chapman there to grab that one.
Lazo looking for the driving lane. Couldn't find it. Kick out to McGill. McGill puts it on the floor. Lazo. 3 ball. Doesn't go, but there's McConchy. He's out of bounds.
Van Norden needs to say to his teammates,
Come on, fellas.
I'm wide open on the left wing. Just please give me the ball and see what happens.
Freezing out their 3-point shooter. So Parker now playing the point. Chapman, they go inside this time. Salkeld with a jump hook, went into the post. So obviously, he didn't have to do as much ball handling. Couldn't get it to drop. Lazo, crossover dribble through the gap. Conchi.
He made that pretty tough, able to regather himself just in time.
He's
Lincoln by 2.
Staking a claim for that MVP, I think. Here's Salkeld. Can't get it to go.
Van Norden playing with fire. It's like, I'm going to jump up and try and swat this.
McConchy to the rim.
Fairweather is up on the bench there. You've only got 1 timeout. Like, that would have been the time to use one if you had 3.
Salkeld with the 3 ball. This one's got arc in it.
What an answer there. Just when you feel like the game's slipping away, cuts it from 4 down to 1.
McConaughey, this time he's in and he's charged. McLaughlin up to the task. Square in the chest. Have a look at this.
He is set up. Here we go. I'm waiting.
Never had to move.
And he was very, very happy with that. So last 3 points, courtesy Tyler Salkeld. Can Hagley score another bucket here to grab the lead?
Salkeld. Lazo on him. Oh, what a pass from Salkeld to McLaughlin. The no-look right-handed swing back the other way around the defender. Have a look at this.
It's an underhand.
Really nice.
Well, I just love that his teammate was ready to catch it as well. It's McLaughlin at the free throw line.
See if his teammate can make the free throws. He makes the first one.
I think it might only his first time at the free throw line today. No, he's 1 of 3 before that. So 2 of 4 now. 6 points for Riley McLaughlin. 19 rebounds.
Second one doesn't bank in, but Chapman with the rebound. Fortuitous bounce.
Yeah, I think Salkeld knocked it off the backboard to him. So the last 6 points, all Hagley's way. Here's Thomson over to McGill.
Driving into the big guys. Finds McConchy again under there. It's stripped. This time Tyler Salkeld steals it. Salkeld behind his back. Double team coming. They go to Easterbrook. Easterbrook leaves it.
That was a little high.
Maybe in a couple of years' time Parker will be tall enough to grab that, but at the moment he's not.
I mean, it was the right person to pass it to, just not the right height. Anyway, 2-10. I was interested to see if Mark Bolton would have been like, this is use my timeout or lose it, but he's elected to run it down. So Lincoln with 2 timeouts remaining now. Hagley only with 1.
Lazo pull up and it rims out. Unlucky. Salkeld with the ball.
And rebound 20 for Riley McLaughlin there.
Ball screen here coming from McLaughlin. McConaughey's ready to play D. Kick out pass. Easterbrook hasn't hit one for a while. Doesn't get that one to go, and there'll be a foul this time on Salkeld.
Is it Salkeld or McConaughey?
McConaughey
22. Sorry, yeah, it was 22. McLaughlin, sorry.
McLaughlin. Let's have a look.
Might not see it here, but yeah, McLaughlin whistled for the foul.
No,
Only his third one.
McConaughey pulled it down. Someone took it away illegally. McGill.
Right. Are they going to go to Van Norden? Here we
Van
go.
Norden, why not? Shoot it, Van Norden.
Leaving.
Shoot it. Oh! It looked good.
He was surprised it missed.
Easterbrook trying to find Salkeld, and he does. 14 on the shot clock. Spacing now. Lazo prepares.
Yeah,
He knows it's going to come at him. He knows it's coming at him. And it does. Here's Salkel with a little floater. Can't get it. And it's going to go off Van Norden in the end. McLaughlin's done a great job there of keeping that alive.
And that's one of the ones where I think minute foul, which you don't want to call, just say it's the other team's ball.
Salkeld open in the corner. Spin move. Puts it on the floor. He's looking for the fadeaway jump. It's good. How tough was that?
Oh, that was played perfectly by Lydian Thomson there, picking him up after he got rid of Lazo.
Lazo drives to the lane. Salkeld stands up straight. Can't get it to go. And Salkeld with the rebound. McConaughey behind him, strips it. Lazo going to get another chance, and it still doesn't go.
Well, there was a hard challenge there. I was ready to count those 2 points for Lazo.
Salkeld knows they're going to have to foul him. He's not giving it up.
Well, it's not the guy you want to send to the line here. Although this is the end where he has hit the rim. 2 shots, substitutions coming in. Zhang into the game.
Coming in for
Lazo, who I think hit the ground pretty hard on that last drive. He's done a tremendous job defending against Salkeld this half. First free throw up. Good.
If Lazo had got that layup to go, which to be honest was a bit of a sitter, he missed it. It could have been a different story. Salkeld can pretty well, I won't say ice it, but
make it pretty hard.
No, he misses it. Still a chance here. They need to do something quickly though. Here's McGill. And he does it quickly.
That's quick enough for you there. Then
Chapman,
almost a steal.
A foul from Zhang. It's probably not a bad idea because you don't want to lose too much time off the clock. Chapman's been, what's he from the line today? He's had some good moments and
2 of 4.
Okay, so he's
had 2 good
half
moments.
of the time he's been good. So right now he needs to be really good. He just needs 1 probably.
What did that take? That took about 6 seconds. Score 2 points, get a foul.
Oh, and he gets it.
He's happy too. You see the
nerves of steel, ice in the veins.
You see Mark Bolton had a timeout in after the last free throws. I don't see it at the moment though.
And the second one doesn't go. Got to be quick, and they turn it over. Salkeld will just keep this now. Oh, and eventually called the foul.
He knew it, he threw the ball away because he jumped. And this is what I've heard about jump passes. It's not that they're bad. They're bad when you don't know who you're passing to or where you're passing to. And unfortunately for McConaughey, he's headed to the bench. He knew it. Valiant effort from this pretty young Lincoln team.
He's played a great game, McConaughey. He's been strong around the rim, leading scorer for Lincoln.
Yeah, 26 points, 10 of 14 from the field, 14 rebounds, 6 assists. Salkeld. Well, he definitely likes that other end better than this end, doesn't he? But 3.9 seconds, 4-point lead. Just think, man, if that layup had gone in for Lazo, this would be a 2-point game right now. And that's after turning the ball over.
Well, he didn't get either. But it's going to be too difficult from here, and that'll be it. Hagley High School. Are they Hagley College?
Hagley College.
Hagley College. Hagley College.
So Tyler Salkeld. I know he's happy. I think he's unhappy that he missed those last 2 free throws. He's like, I could have made this far less exciting by getting those, but we're not picking the MVP. I'm going to be surprised if it's not Tyler Salkeld.
Well, yeah, it's fairly obvious, really, I would have thought. Had Lincoln won, no, we would have probably gone with McConaughey.
Yeah, I mean,
game.
Yeah, Van Norden, you just wonder, he didn't foul out. Did he need to come back in the game earlier? To be fair, they were keeping it close, scoring, never let Hagley get out in front, and they had the lead in the fourth quarter Well, I think 4 points, I think.
Fitting of a final because, Lincoln, even though they haven't managed to beat them this year, they've learned and they were right there till the end. So they can be proud of what they put out there today.
Yeah, so I will grab an interview with someone from the Hagley team at the end. So just while we're wrapping up and we hear Sam Strangman announcing, first of all, thanking the referees Shane Varga and Steve Hunt, who've done a really fair and deserve a job for a game like this. Both teams obviously point to a couple of mistakes they've made. We missed these free throws. We didn't get these box out. Look how close we were to winning if we fix these 3 pretty simple mistakes. I think if you're a young Lincoln team, you can be pretty well.
And some of the contributions from the young players in their team were outstanding. So, if that's their future, then they're looking pretty good next season.
So Sandra French, patron of Canterbury Basketball, out to present the the Thomson Division 2 trophy. So see who's going to go out and get that. Everyone's like, who's the captain? Yeah, I'm not the captain, you're the captain. I think it's 23 there. Isaac Chapman, he had a pretty impressive game as well. 21 points, 18 points.
18 rebounds, was it?
Yeah, 18 rebounds for him.
Yeah.
And as we thought, MVP of the game there. 37 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 6 steals.
37.
Yep. So those assists, that's not all the amazing passes he made. Those are just the ones that people caught and managed to score off.
Yeah. And then he missed a couple of sitters too, didn't he? So, he could easily have had 40. A real handful at this level.
I'm going to go and grab an interview with a couple of them and we can wrap this up. So
yeah,
I'll leave this over to you at the commentary table.
There's the champs, Hagley. James is going to make his way over to see whether we can get somebody to have a chat. 84-80. Could have gone either way, right down to the wire there with a miss from Lazo, and then Salchow managed to score at the other end. That was really the end of it. Isaac Chapman, the captain, coming over to have a chat with James.
All right, so here with captain with the trophy, back-to-back MVPs, Tyler Salchow. That was an exciting finish. How cool is it to come through, get the W at the end after a really hard-fought battle against Lincoln?
It was fun, eh? I definitely enjoyed it. I don't know about you, but
Back-to-back is
amazing. So, yeah.
And then
Shout out to the boys, eh?
Tyler, you guys, not most, but a lot of the guys prepared for this last year, had a really good game. Obviously, a little bit easier than this year. What do you want to say to the team, to coming through, undefeated season, trophy again, you get your name on it 2 times in a row?
Yeah, it's great to go back to back, and the Bigs worked real hard this game, crashed those boards, and yeah, it was great. So we have tournaments come up, but this is a great accomplishment, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good preparation for a tournament to have a game like this in front of fans from the other team as well making noise, your team making noise. What do you want to say to the supporters that came here to the game, all the ones that couldn't make it tonight? What have they meant for the team to be able to perform like this?
No, big shout out to them, mate. They've been with us since day one. So if it wasn't for them, I don't think we'd be where we are. So I thank all of them, eh? Yeah, thank all the people watching, supporting us. Yeah, big thanks to them.
Last question, Tyler. Any other people that Isaac's missed that you think they need to thank as well, or shout out? And what's the goal for South Islands?
Both the coaches, they pushed us real hard, and it was tough at times, but they pushed us to the best, and yeah, real thankful for them, yeah. And for South Islands, yeah, we're real excited for that, but I think we should celebrate this and we'll prepare for that, yeah.
Definitely, you got a couple of days, what about a week and a bit? So definitely enjoy this, get back to practice, enjoy it. Congratulations on a win, and thank you so much for the time, guys. Well done. Thanks.
We did it!
Good stuff, James. So there's the 2 couple of key players, but everybody chimed in. and Tyler Salkow with his 37 points, the MVP of this one. So Thomson Trophy Div 2 goes to Hagley, back-to-back champions, and 84-80, pretty tight one. Good to commentate, good to watch. Hope you enjoyed it at home.
It was definitely a lot of fun. I don't know if you can hear me on my mic. Yeah, there we go. There was definitely a whole lot of fun there. Just the sort of game you want. Hopefully we have 2 more like this tomorrow. Division 1 finals back here on the Lincoln University Thomson and Whelan Facebook page. 5:30 I think it's the girls one, and 7:30 we have the boys one. Christ College versus Rangiora in the boys, and then St Andrews before that taking on Kaiapoi. So Central City versus North Canterbury should be some fantastic
a couple
games.
of great games. Make sure you tune in.
Now, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. We'll be back here tomorrow. Let's do it again, Terry.
At Lincoln I did an undergraduate in sport and recreation management and then a master's in business, global management and marketing. The undergrad was awesome for building knowledge around sport